This tape was made by Jerry Reynolds, grandson of Jasper and Patty Reynolds, on Sunday, December the 6th, 1970.
Ramondo's boy. Named Fonzo. What is in a lake gun? That 10-cent store I reckon belongs to him yet. He leased it for 100 years.
Is that right?
On Kentucky there. A 10-cent store.
Well, I don't know. I know of it.
Are they?
I reckon he's still lit.
No. Is it on computer? Yeah. Very good. All right, Grandpa, let's start talking.
Oh, yeah, you got it turned on?
Yeah, it's on. We're waiting on you to start.
All right. Well, I was born in 1879 on the 28th day of June. And I was born in a log house about 16 by 20. One end of the log house was cut out for a fireplace where they cooked their meals. And my mother cooked in that fireplace for about 4 or 5 years until my father built a boxed-in house. And I was just a small boy at that time. And
where was that house, Grandpa? Where was that house?
Out from there.
On South Florida Avenue?
Yeah, out on South Florida
Where your
Avenue.
daddy homesteaded? Was that where you was born?
That was a preaching tabernacle is.
Yeah.
South Florida Avenue.
Yeah.
That's where I was born and raised out there. Our house was made out of lighted log blocks, and the sills and sleepers was lighted logs, and a boxed-in house. And the fireplace that we used before we went into that house was made out of sticks and clay. The sticks was put up and daubed the cracks with clay. And my mother cooked in that, and when the fire would get out and burn one of the sticks, they'd pour water on it and out it. They had to be careful about the fire, being as it had nothing but clay between the sticks. Well, later on I went to school. My first school teacher was Eddie's Legler. At that time, but she married Ramondo. Fonzo Ramondo's mother was my first school teacher.
Where was the schoolhouse?
Out at Medella. We called it Medella. Yeah, and
How many years did you go to school?
I went to school there. Our first schoolhouse was made out of logs, and our benches that we sit on was logs hewed down halfway with pegs put in the bottom of them to make benches for us to sit on. And later on, my father, he was just a farmer. We grew corn and potatoes and stuff like that. And my father would go to Tampa every 6 months to get his rations. There wasn't a house in Lakeland at all.
Was Lakeland called Lakeland at that time?
No, sir.
What?
No, sir. It wasn't called Lakeland at that time. And I rode Lakeland when it was in pine timber and oaks. My father used to kill deer around them little lakes, kill a million there. And the only gun he had was a long muzzle-loading rifle. I've run a many bullet for that rifle myself. getting led by the bar, and he had a bullet mold, and he poured the hot lead in, melt the lead in a spoon, pour it in that hole and make your bullet. A long rifle. And that's what he used to kill his deer with.
How would you keep your meat? You didn't have any refrigeration. How did you keep it?
We didn't keep our meat at all. We just, what we couldn't eat fresh, wasted, but there was plenty of it. 25 and 30 deer in a bunch would go across Amio's. And turkeys weren't options. You wouldn't hardly shoot a turkey. Plenty of them.
How old was you when you met Grandma?
Well, coming on down, I grew on up, and my father used to send me to the old water corn mill to get the corn ground. And we'd drive oxen, me and my brother, and carry that corn to the mill and have our grits and cornbread ground. And then later on, I met my wife.
Tell your brothers and sisters, Grandpa. Tell your brothers and sisters and their ages, so you'll have
I had one brother older than me, and I had 4 brothers and 4 sisters. There was 9 of us, and there was 5 boys and 4 girls. And later on,
What was your daddy's name, Grandpa?
my father's name was Shadrach Meshach and Abednego. Shadrach Meshach and Abednego, just like they were named after the 3 fire, and 3 Hebrews went through the fire furnace.
You remember when he was born?
Huh?
Do you remember when he was born?
your daddy.
No, not my dad.
You're talking about daddy.
Yeah.
He means what year?
What year was
What
he born?
year he means?
Well, he was born.
What year your daddy was born? Yeah.
I don't know. It's on the tombstone, but I just don't know. My father died when he was 68, I think. My father's been dead 68 years now.
What was your mother's name?
Edita, they call her. Edita.
Did your father die in
They
Lakeland?
call her Edie.
Did your father die in Lakeland?
Yeah,